So now we've learned that British Airways has decided to cancel all flights to China. And for more on this story, we cross to our correspondent in London, Benji Hyer. Thanks very much, Benji, for joining us. So quite a dramatic decision. What did BA have to say around that?
Yes, this is a huge announcement from British Airways, the UK's flag carrier airline, the same as SAA, for example. And they've come out in the last few hours and said they will be cancelling all flights to and from China due to this coronavirus outbreak. They have daily flights going from London Heathrow to Beijing and Shanghai. There were also some flights, not as regular, but some flights to Wuhan, where the outbreak actually originated. Those have now been cancelled until at least the 31st of January. And if you're a customer that wants to book with British Airways, well, you'll have to wait to do so until March. The statement that's come from British Airways is quite clear. They've said they obviously apologise for the inconvenience caused, but their absolute priority is the safety of both their crew and their customers. And they felt that that safety would be jeopardised if they continued with this flight. So they're following suit of a lot of other airlines that have decided equally to suspend flights, either permanently or just for the meantime, in order to try to make sure that this deadly outbreak of the coronavirus can be best contained.
So Benji, what has the response been from customers? Have you managed to speak to any? Do they understand, or are they frustrated?
Well, it is going to be frustrating for customers. If you're in the UK, lots of people travel to China for business or even for leisure as well. And so many of them have been sort of aggrieved. But I think for the most part, the indication from travellers is that they definitely understand the situation. Sympathies, in fact, go out to a lot of British people who are still stuck in that area of China. Approximately 300 people. It's been declared, actually, just in the last few minutes, that the British government will help to repatriate those individuals, help evacuate the area, and those people, when they return to the UK, will have to be in quarantine for about 2 weeks. So it is an inconvenience to everyone involved, the customers, those in China, British Airways as well. Don't forget, this is going to affect their bottom line too.
Yeah.
But the consensus is that these moves are absolutely required in order to make sure that people are safe and that the virus does not spread any further.
Benji, China is the second largest economy in the world. It's a very significant economic player. People do business with this country, move in and out and so on and so forth. Do you think other airlines are going to follow suit? Have you heard anything around that?
Yes, it's worth mentioning that British Airways is not the first actually to suspend flights. Many others in the past few days have said they will do so as well, such as United Airlines in America, Canada Airlines, and also Cathay Airways. And there'll be a couple of others, I'm sure, Air France included, other European airlines who will be considering their choices. For British Airways, as I say, the flag carrier of the UK, to make the decision might very well set a precedent. But a lot of airlines will be quite cautious, because when you think about the operation that goes behind moving planes all around the world, it's a complicated system and a complicated business. And the more that these suspensions are put in place, the greater the disruption will be. And you have planes in the wrong places, customers in the wrong places. So even if other airlines say we'll also suspend flights for the meantime, I think there'll be eagerness across the board to make sure that they can get back up and running as soon as possible.
Benji, thank you very much for your insights on the latest story there. That's Benji Hyer, my colleague there in London. Over to you, Nzinga.